Welcome to the Atlanta showroom of Mimaki USA. This is one of many showrooms that we have throughout the North American market. We have showrooms up in the New York area in Rockaway, New Jersey. We have a showroom up in Toronto, Canada. We also have one in the Milwaukee area, Dallas, Texas, and we have a showroom over in the Los Angeles area. So this is our corporate office, and this is one of our premier showrooms throughout North America. And we've got a great set of products we're going to walk through today. So Mimaki is really well known for sign and graphics products, textile and apparel, and for industrial products. We are also known for 3D and for cutting devices. So the great thing about the product line, as you'll see, is that we've made them real easy to identify what you're looking at. So the machines that you see that have a purple bar or a color code to them are typically our sign and graphics machines. The ones that are blue are typically our textile and apparel. Our yellow machines are more of our industrial product category. And then we have our 3D space, which usually has a red on it, which is great. So we have our cutting devices, which can be usually with a green color to them, or maybe even a tan color. So we make it pretty easy for customers to identify exactly what they're looking at. So you can see behind me, we've got some of our textile and apparel machines. And before that, we ran through some of our solvent and our cutting devices, print and cut devices. So great set of products here for anything that you're looking to do, whether it's soft signage or if you're looking to do something for textile and apparel. Maybe you're looking to get into upholstery, or you're looking to get into creating apparel, wearables. You can do it with any of our products. So you can do short run work, or you can do mock-ups. You can do all kinds of different things with it. So great set of products here on the side where we are now, and we're going to walk through some of the other parts of the showroom in just a moment. Some of the other products that work really well with our sign and graphics customers are our flatbed line. These can also be used for POP displays or any kind of graphical displays that might be put up in a retail outlet or in a common area. You think about like cardboard cutouts or display caps at the end of a row at a grocery store that might have some goods on it. You can produce the printed goods here. You can do mock-up short run work with these as well. These products range from 4 foot by 8 foot to 5 foot by 10 foot in our current lineup, and they're really great because they print directly to the substrate, so it skips a lot of the manual labor that you have to do after the printing. And we have a wide variety of different inks that are available for these as well, including cutting devices that allow us to cut these jobs down after they're done. So once you've printed something and you want to convert it into a dimensional stand-up, for example, you would cut the pieces down using some very easy-to-use crop marks. The machine does the work for you, and then you would assemble it later, and you would have a full display that's printed on all sides and full color. We have some of the smaller devices here, our UJF line. These devices here give you the ability to add special elements to any kinds of things. For example, you can do cell phone case decorations or printing directly to laptops. You can produce any kinds of awards, trophies. You can do all kinds of promotional goods. You can do all kinds of things like that. So great little products. These smaller scale ones will take the place of like a screen printing process or a pad printing process and gives you the full functionality of digital printing without all the setup. These are some of the samples that are being produced on our UV printers. This line here is produced on the UCJV 300. There's a lot of different things you can do. Way too many to go through here right now, but I want to show you a couple of really creative things that you can do with the white ink on the machine. So this is a clear film, and what we can do is we can produce the white ink and the color simultaneously, and it creates all kinds of high value, high profit printing that you can do for retail spaces, for decorative like this Christmas here, any kinds of things that might have a need for clear static clings, for example. And the other thing you can do, because we're able to do white and clear and we're able to produce the job with the white and the clear and it's instantly dried, is that we can produce color and white simultaneously. So we can go on tops of colored films like this neon color here. So we've got a really hot pink vinyl that is being printed on with a full color object. And the reason we're able to get that pop from the color is because we have a white layer underneath it. And that's only able to be done with a UV curable UCJV product in our portfolio. So really great samples here. Continuing on with our UV curable line, just like any of our other UV curable products, this particular product here is no slouch. It's got a 10-foot printing capability. and it's perfect for anyone that's looking to do high production for short roll work, so it supports dual rolls. You could put 2 rolls simultaneously on it, so you could be producing 2 sides of a bus, for example, if you're doing fleet graphics, or if you want to, you can do large display graphics. You can do all kinds of things. So it's a UV curable, it has the instant cure characteristics, it produces directly onto the substrate, there's no transfer process or anything like that that needs to occur, and it's a really low profile machine considering the fact that it's 10 foot wide. So it supports a wide variety of different functions, and it also supports some short run fabric work if you want to do that. So there's all kinds of things you can do if you don't want to get into true fabric production, but you have a need to produce, for example, some canvas prints, or maybe some display graphics for a backlit, or a short run work for a soft signage type of situation. This machine's perfect for you because it can produce it, you can put it together, and ship it out the door as soon as it's done. Last but not least is our 3D technology. This is a testament to the innovation and the capabilities of the Mimaki engineering team. This machine here produces full color, 3-dimensional objects, which is fantastic. So it can produce millions of colors in a 3-dimensional space. It uses traditional 3D modeling software to create the models, and then you can do color management and all kinds of different things in the well-known artist suites like Adobe Photoshop. You can color manage these, so you can create specific colors, branding colors, whatever you're looking to do. And you can create all kinds of objects on a pretty large platform up to a certain dimension, and it uses a support material to hold the object in place, which is water soluble, so you can wash it off when you're done. And what you're left with is a full color, really unique additive manufacturing type of print. So this is literally in ink. This is a different take on 3D than some of the other models on the market. It's literally drops of ink that are produced in line, 1 row at a time, until the object is completed. And you can see some of the samples we have here of the things that we can do with the machine. They're really fantastic. So thanks for joining us on this tour of our Atlanta showroom. Really excited to have been able to share this time with you and walk you through. We're really excited about what's coming up next, though. We're about to introduce you to some new products that have not been introduced into the North American market until now. So in just a few moments, we're going to bring you into the back here, and we're going to show you exactly what... The door's not going up. Maybe you need to crack it a little bit so you can hear. So welcome to the first view of the new JV 100-160. This is part of the 100 series that we'll be going through today. Really exciting product that we have today. Really excited about this one because this is an evolution of product knowledge that we've had for many years here at Mimaki. So this is a machine that is eco-solvent based. Eco-solvent technology has been around for quite a while. It is a very well-known, very mature space. A lot of shops use this. There's a lot of solvent printing that goes on in the North American market, and we're really happy to have a new version of this today. So as things progress over the years and you start to add more features, the big thing that you want to do is you want to try and keep the cost from getting too out of hand, right? So when we start to add new features, we don't want to make the cost of the machine start to grow. So this is a really exciting product because we've managed to put some new features in here, carry over all the great features that we've had in some of our other JV products and CJV products over the years, and we've been able to put them in this machine and still keep the price at an entry-level price point, but it is nowhere near an entry-level feature machine. So this is a great machine for any shop that's looking to start out, or any shop that already has a solvent printer, any shop that's looking to expand. And for those of you that know about eco-solvent printing, this is probably the de facto for outdoor durability. So it is going to be the best outdoor durability depending on the application that you're trying to do. It's going to give you a wider variety of different things you can do in an exterior application. So outdoor signage, you can do vehicle graphics, vehicle wraps, banners, stickers, decals, all kinds of great things. So one of the great things about this machine in particular is that we carry over a lot of our core technologies from some of our other machines. So the core technologies in this machine are a differentiator for us in the market. These are the things that allow you as the shop owner or the operator to have peace of mind that the machine's going to run efficiently, it's going to give you the quality you're looking for, and it's going to give you everything that you're looking for in terms of throughput. So you don't have to worry about a lot of things. We've taken care of a lot of that under the hood. So I'm going to step into a little bit of this here in just a second. But you can see it's a 1.6 meter machine. It is 64 inches printable area, and it has a take-up and feeding mechanism built into it. Because it is a eco-solvent-based machine, it does have an array of heaters built onto it, so it aids in the drop position placement and also the drying. So it gets you out the printer as quickly as possible and through that process that needs to occur so that you can get to the other steps later on, like laminating or cutting or whatever it is that you're trying to do. This is a print-only model, so it will combine with one of our cutters, our CG cutters. The great thing about this, though, is what's under the hood. So it looks real simplistic in terms of the way that it's constructed, but there's a couple of really key features in here, and I'm going to focus in on this one in particular. So this device right here, it's real small, but what it is our nozzle check unit. So the nozzle check unit allows the machine to know if the printer is physically producing a drop or not. That's really important for shops. So for anyone that's done any printing and has ever had a nozzle drop out and it has a degraded image quality or a banding issue as a result of that, this resolves a lot of that. Or if you've ever had a color drop out in the middle of your job and you've lost that job as a result of it, this saves you from that problem. So what you can do is you can go into the system here and you can decide per channel how many drops you will allow, if any, out of each channel. So CMYK, you've got 8 channels. You can do 8 different configurations per color. If you do our expanded coloring set, our orange and our light black, light cyan, and light magenta, which is also available in this unit, you can do individual settings for each one of those colors per channel. You can tell the nozzle check unit to run a series of checks and balances. So if it detects that a nozzle has not fired, what it'll do is it'll do whatever you ask it to. So you can run a series of cleanings, and you can control whether it does a stronger cleaning, a softer cleaning. You can set all that up here in the control panel. It'll do that, and then it'll check itself again. If it passes, it'll continue printing. Everything's great, no problems. You didn't even have to do anything. You're not even in front of the printer while this is happening. But let's say a nozzle drops out and it's not able to recover it. The next great thing about this machine is built into the firmware here. So what happens is it figures out exactly which nozzle's not firing on which channel, and it will virtually map it using our nozzle recovery system with a nozzle that is firing. So it doesn't degrade the speed. It goes through the series of figuring out which one it is, and once it's done, it gets back up and printing, so you don't have to worry about degraded image quality, so you can truly walk away from the machine and go do something else. And for those of us out there that do a lot of multitasking, this is a great feature because it takes that peace of mind that you don't have to sit here and watch the machine the entire time it's printing. So really great function. But on top of that, one of the new features that we've introduced on this product is the DAS, so the drop adjustment system. The drop adjustment system is a great feature because most of our customers don't have the time to properly align the machine every time they change a rollout. So you might be switching from a vinyl to a banner or to some other material. And what you're supposed to do when you load those different materials in is you're supposed to run a series of very short alignments to make sure that you have the optimal print quality. But most of us don't have a lot of time to deal with that. So what we've done is we've created a drop adjustment system. And what it does is it prints a series of lines onto the material that you're about to print to, and there's a sensor under the carriage here, and it reads those lines, and it automatically does the alignments for you. So it aligns along this axis and also on the feed axis. And you can decide which way you want to go, if you only want to do the feed or you only want to do the alignment, and how many different alignment patterns you want to do. So you have a lot of control there as well. But the drop adjustment system takes a lot of the manual process out of setting the machine up. So you can quickly activate the drop adjustment system. It does the work for you. When you come back, you can have your job queued up, and all you need to do is just tell it to start printing, and it will automatically have the best quality. The other great feature of the drop adjustment system is the fact that you have a lot more repeatability. So if you're an operator that is working on Monday and then you've got another operator that's working on a Tuesday, for example, they might have 2 different ways to look at the alignments, and they might align the machine slightly different from each other. Because we're allowing the machine to do the work for us, now we don't have to worry about that. So we take a lot of that subjective alignment process out of the mix. We remove a lot of the human error element that might occur. Maybe you put the wrong value into the control panel here. This does all the work for you. So it's a great feature takes a lot of the guesswork out. That way, if you got a customer that comes back in a few weeks later and wants to do a repeat job, you know that you're going to give them the exact same results. It saves you time, it saves you money, it certainly gets you out the door a lot quicker. So the combination of the drop adjustment system plus the nozzle check unit and the nozzle recovery system make this one of the smartest printers on the market. It makes this printer capable of figuring out what's going on, and it allows it to do some of the functions that I mentioned automatically for you, and it does all of this while it's unattended. So you don't have to worry about standing in front of the machine, you don't have to worry about any of the other guesswork there. So great features there. We also make it really easy for our operators to get to everything, so you can see that there's a take-up, there's a feeding on the back, everything's really compact, it doesn't take up a lot of space. This model is cartridge-based. The Eco Solvent cartridges are 600 milliliter. We've done these Eco cartridges here because we are ecologically friendly, and we want to make sure that our customers are able to take advantage of the green initiatives across the world. So what we've done here is we've utilized our cartridge-based system, but we've done it a little bit smarter. We've made these reusable, so all you're doing is replacing the bladder inside of these. It makes it much easier for you to manage your ink. It also makes it easier for us because we're not producing a lot more plastic and we're not putting anything into landfills every time you have to dispose of the ink once it's done. You also have access to easy maintenance here. You can get in under the hood, so it gives you the ability to quickly do any daily maintenance you might need to do without any guesswork. A couple quick buttons on the control panel over on the other side. It comes down to this side, you do quick cleanings, takes you a couple minutes, maybe less than 5 minutes a day, and you're printing all day long, you're in production. 4-color gives you the fastest speed. It also activates the uninterrupted supply system. So if you have a 4-color system, you will have 2 of each color loaded up. And what that means is it's basically like a bulk ink system stepway, if you will. It's not a complete bulk ink system, but what it does is it gives you redundancy. So you'll have 2 colors loaded up at one time. When one runs out, the system automatically switches to the other one in reserve. You can pull this one out on the fly while it's printing. You don't have to stop the machine. It will continue to print. You can plug a new cartridge in, and then when this one runs out, it'll automatically switch back, and you just keep doing that as long as you need to print. So you can print for hours and hours with this machine. You can run through an entire roll of media if you need to. The other benefit of this is that it doesn't cost a whole lot, and for those customers that can't justify the 2-liter pouches or the larger capacity of ink because they don't have enough production right now, you can graduate to that with this type of system. So it gives you the ability to have slightly bulk ink system characteristics, but that redundancy, so you don't have to worry about the jobs falling off or have to worry about lost time because the machine paused waiting for you to reload the ink into it. So great features. Everything's visible from a distance. There's an LED array here. It can quickly tell you if it's about to run out of ink, which cartridge is active. There's all kinds of things that you can see from a distance. And we have Ethernet capability built into the machine, which allows for email functions. There's all kinds of neat functions there that allow you to know the machine's running. It'll send you email updates. There's all kinds of great things that you can do within the software. The software comes with it. We ship it with Rasterlink. This particular model will be shipping with a new version of Rasterlink, so Rasterlink 7. And with the expanded Ethernet and USB functionality, we have both for those customers that want to use one or the other. You can utilize the Ethernet. It allows you to daisy chain other printers through the RIP so that you can get your production up and running. And it's really a great way to understand exactly what's going on in your shop. If you are the business owner, you can set the machine to email you and send you updates as your operators are using it, if there's any errors or anything like that. So great feature. Last but not least, it's 110 volt. It uses a standard outlet. It will run on a 20 amp breaker, so basically any shop that has a 110 volt outlet, usually it's a 20 amp breaker. You can run this machine on it, doesn't draw a lot of power. It uses 2 plugs because one is operating the heating elements that I mentioned earlier, so the Mimaki intelligent heaters, and the other one operates the control panel here and the electronics that run the print heads. Great features, great product. This is a professional level, feature-rich machine at an entry-level price point. Definitely you should check it out. We're going to run a video for you here in just a moment. Call our showrooms, check out our website, follow us on social media. You'll be seeing a lot about this product. And in just a few moments, we're also going to introduce you to its companion, the UJV 100, and we'll show you what that's all about. So stick with us. So just like on the JV100, the UJV100 is a companion product that has all of the same features that we went through just a few moments ago, but it's got a few distinct differences. So the big difference here is going to be the ink set. The ink set on this is an UV LED curable ink set. It gives a wider variety of different applications you can do. So the great thing about this machine, as you can see with one of the samples that we have printed on here, is that you can print with onto a different substrate. So like a metallic film here, or you can do a fabric. You can go onto clear material. This machine supports a white and a clear ink, which gives you a wider range of high value, high profit applications that you can create. So the great thing about the white and the clear is that you can create one or two layer printing with it. It gives you the ability to put a white base plate or a white overlay, so you can create either backlights or a white base for your color to represent properly on a clear film, for example, like a static cling or a film that's going to go into a divider in like a restaurant setting or something like that. So all kinds of unique things you can do there. Just like on the JV, this machine also supports the DAS, so you have the automatic alignments that you can do with it. It also has the nozzle check and nozzle recovery function on it. So just like the device we showed you earlier, this will automatically monitor, and it will be able to detect if a drop has not been formed out of the print head, and it can run a series of functions to recover it. So we can either do the cleaning functions like I mentioned, or we can do the nozzle recovery system automatically here. So great companion product. Two completely different approaches to the same problem, which is how do we get a high value, high profit job out the door as quickly as possible. Great thing about UV curable is that it's instantly dried. So as soon as it comes off the printer, it's dried, it's ready to be handed to your customer, it's ready to be laminated, or it's ready to be cut or mounted or whatever it is that you're going to do with it. So this is the fastest turnaround in terms of delivery to your customer. Great feature of UV curable, and because it's LED, you don't have to worry about intense heat or any kind of material compatibility because of the light. It's instant on, instant off. It uses a very minimal amount of energy, and it is very, very creative, so it gives you a lot of versatility there. All the great features that we mentioned before, all the same constructions in terms of the body and the way it works, Ethernet capabilities, and it's 110 volts. So it's a great machine for any shop that's trying to get started or any shop that is looking to expand their capabilities into other areas beyond just traditional solvent, latex, or whatever it is that you're doing. So we're also going to show you a video of this product here in just a moment. But we're really excited to debut this into the North American market this week. So the official announcement is today. Thanks for joining us. And these products will start shipping in a couple of weeks, so call our local showrooms and call all of our dealers and see how you can get a demo scheduled, samples, and we think that you're going to enjoy the product. So thanks for joining us today, and we will see you soon. Thanks for joining us today. We are really excited to show these two new products to the North American market. We think that you're going to enjoy them. If you haven't looked at a Mimaki, or you're thinking about getting into printing, you're looking at all kinds of different things, you can go onto the internet and you can obviously get a lot of information. Definitely check us out. If you haven't checked us out before, now's the time to do it. These are going to be the most feature rich, the best price models that you will see on the market for what they can do. And we've got two different versions. We've got the solvent version and we've got the UV curable version, which gives you the ability to do all kinds of different things. And you can get one to start with, or you can get the other one to start with, and you're not going to go wrong with it. Or you can get both and not break the bank. So thanks for joining us today. Check out our website, follow us on social, make sure that you check out all of our videos. Our application teams have been working behind the scenes to get everything ready for these products, as well as all the other products that we have to offer. So go to MimakiUSA.com, follow us on social, and we'll see you very soon at one of our showrooms. Thanks.